All right, everybody, here we go. It is a Tuesday, September 17th, 2019. We need to pay attention to something here. I want to talk about this in a minute. Right now, we are in a holding pattern. Stocks aren't doing much, metals aren't doing much, cryptocurrencies aren't doing much, bonds aren't doing much. Why? Well, tomorrow's the big day, the Fed announcement, and there's a lot of people out here, even on the mainstream, who are saying that the Fed is not going to do anything tomorrow. I'm going to take the opposite side of that trade. I've been on the opposite side of that trade for a long time. I still firmly believe the Fed is going to cut tomorrow. I could be wrong on this, so I want you to keep that in mind, but my record is phenomenal. I've been wrong one time since the meltdown of 2008, so my record is incredible. I could see the argument why some believe that the Fed is not going to cut rates tomorrow, but I really think they have no choice, and that's going to play right into this. Let me explain this to you in a very basic form. For the Federal Reserve to literally rig the debt market, they can't just say they're going to keep rates low. They have to get into the market and make it happen. So with the Federal Reserve engaging in a practice called repo or repurchasing agreements, this is a way that they play with the short end of the yield curve and increase liquidity to the banks. So the Federal Reserve, it's a public announcement, is now going to be engaging in this. To me, the fact that this is going on now, and the Fed is doing backdoor QE, you all know this, I showed you a chart, they can lie about it all they want, they're not talking about it, but the Fed is in here buying debt. No doubt about it. This tells me that the Fed is going to cut rates tomorrow. I don't know by how much, but I still say a series of rate cuts is coming. Dollar intervention is coming. Look, it's so easy to know what's going on here.
Sorry, I couldn't quite hear you. Could you please repeat what you said?
These phones, they're listening devices or spy devices. Anyway, world central banks have no choice but to inflate. That's it, period, the end. We know what they're going to do. So that makes our life so simple. It really, really does. And it makes understanding why, let's say tomorrow, I believe the Fed is going to cut rates. And I really believe it's priced in. If I am wrong, and the Fed announces they're not doing anything tomorrow, be ready to short this market, my lions. Sincerely. That's what I'll be doing. If I'm wrong, I'm still going to make money off of it. I guarantee you. So I don't really care. I'm just telling you my best guess as to what I think the Fed is going to do, especially because of this. I mean, the Fed is now outwardly admitting they're going to be engaging in repurchasing agreements, reliquefying the banks. These are overnight agreements in a way to rig the short end of the curve. We do not have a free market. We all understand that. Imagine if debt were allowed to be priced by the market. Do you think the stock market would be where it is right now? Absolutely not. And henceforth, why we're getting calls for zero and negative rates by the President of the United States and other people too, except Larry Kudlow, who called the President out. You notice how Larry Kudlow has been excommunicated? Several days ago, Larry Kudlow directly contradicted the President, and all of a sudden, he goes out to the woodshed. Larry's nowhere to be seen. I pay attention to these things. So should you. All right, so with that said, people, we'll recap a lot of this later. Let's see what happens in this market. Again, right now, nothing is going on. No asset class is making any big moves here yet today. This can change, and we will readdress this later on. Tomorrow, honestly, I cannot wait. I really can't wait for tomorrow, just to see, number one, if I'm wrong or right, and I will keep all of you on top of that too. All right, so with that said, love you a lot. Please share this video, and see you later.